July 30th, 2012. Under the blistering Atlanta sun, Shawn Levy assembles his team and takes the field.
Have everybody out here, please. Let's go. Yes, sir. They're all coming right now.
I actually wasn't familiar with this game.
A game that until now only existed in lore.
Why not us? Why can't we be a part of that?
Because, Vince, the players fly on brooms.
Welcome to the Quidditch pitch.
Aside from the 105-degree heat, that was really fun.
All I remember about that day is that I was trying not to pass out.
I broke my finger, and it was totally worth it.
It's unlike anything I ever saw growing up.
I'm gonna make contact with somebody.
I don't know, there was something about that game that just loved me.
Brooms up!
Quidditch is a weird sport. Let's just say it. It's weird. When the snitch comes on, we're at one end. I need 2 other beaters. Is that what that's called?
Yes. Hey, what's the white ball called? You guys got it?
That's how much I know about Quidditch.
It's a critical sequence because it's basically a moment where our ragtag, mismatched group of individuals come together in a competitive forum against a common enemy. Now that we see the gauntlet, I don't want to be quite one by one. There's been a few kind of challenges to it. One, learning the rules of Quidditch.
Your broom tips have to touch the ground before you start.
Figuring out the angles to shoot the action in a kind of visually dynamic way because we're not flying. Dave, I want a hinge for that reveal. It's either a hinge or a rack. And then just like environmental factors, it's frickin' hot. There's a reason they call it Hotlanta. I hate saying it, but it's pretty damn hot.
That's what it's all about.
So just kind of battling the elements, and even though it's a comedy, this has to be like a mini sports movie within the comedy.
And then you're gonna throw it to Graham over here, right? He'll catch it.
Today, we're breaking down the complexity for Quidditch. I thought before we started shooting on Monday, we all should get out here and get acclimated to the rules and regulations of the game.
If you get hit by the red balls, you have to go back and touch the post of your hoop. That means you can get back in.
I certainly am behind the curve. My daughter, who's 9 years old, has been prompting and sort of giving me the tutorial on the rules.
We aren't getting into
get nailed by it, you do have to go touch it.
But if you catch it.
But
no one in our game is catching it.
Let's not worry about that yet. We're getting into too many rules. When they first called me and said we're going to do a Quidditch match, I went to see some people actually play the sport. I got stunt people together, and we did our own mock-up match. We videotaped it, we cut it together, and Shawn gives us his feedback saying, yes, I like this, or no, I don't like that.
I do like it, actually, so just watch what he did. That karate move.
We then sent that videotape to a storyboard artist, and over there we had 4 big cards of over 150 shots to do in 3 days.
Raking shot, ref blows a whistle. Wide-angle lens on the grass, second unit, second unit, second unit.
I think you should maybe put like a red dot.
Let's put red dots.
Put him Sharpie!
Red dot, Sharpie.
Hold on, I got it to you, I got it.
So are we all clear? Nobody gets out alive until this frickin' thing is blank.
Right.
God, it's gonna feel good.
I'm confident that we're gonna kick the shit out of this.
Okay, Zulu, I'm astounded.
Zulu's confidence was not shared by everyone. With the daunting task looming heavy in their minds, a moment of levity is introduced.
At one point, we're going to need impromptu shots of the actual match being played. So we did a mock Quidditch match.
Look for Josh, Josh! Go, Tiya, break away, break away!
It's really quite a lot of fun. And you don't need a whole lot to create a Quidditch field. Sometimes it's just a hula hoop taped to a broomstick. But what we wanted to do is just kind of Google factor it. When you are in an inspired environment, like the Google campus in Mountain View, you're inspired at work. When we went there, we were there not an hour and realized we want to work here, and we work in the film industry. So what we've done here on this field is we try to amp that up. We're using the Google color for the ID. We came in with some fertilizing dyes to get this nice Harlequin pattern going. But what we're trying to do is show that kind of Oz-like amazement.
I felt somebody.
So that we have a really playful field for these guys to act on.
Here we go! Daddy's on the run! Go, Daddy!
Lyle got the snatch. And yes, that's a tennis ball in a gold sock.
Stand by. Standby greens, go to 4. Standby greens, 4. Room's sending hair and makeup over there to take a look. Yeah, copy so much. Get Vincent Owen here, please. Here we go, ready? Let's roll a camera.
To come up to set. Go.
Vincent Owen have been invited. There was Shawn stepping over.
Me or Garrett will teach you exactly what you're supposed to do. You'll learn it, and then we'll do it. Very small 6-second pieces. For this is the slow motion entry shot. If I've shot Graham's team running in, jogging, looking like the Chicago Bears or something, you should look anything but like an impressive team.
Coming in like a ragged band.
That is the joke. So this is no dialogue, just the entry. Okay?
All right, Coach.
Cut!
Great.
That's pretty funny. Oh, did you just spit?
Yeah. That's the right energy.
Yeah, I think so. Let's shoot one more like that, and then we'll move on.
All right, guys, we're going again.
The day was young and spirits were high. The team decides to run some options.
It's good. I don't know that we need another. Let me check focus.
We're more over here. We're too far over.
If you're up for one more, I'm gonna have the kids go even slower, so that ideally you would overtake them sooner, right? Yeah, so that you're jumping while we're still wider. Like, I want you jumping now.
Jumping now? Yeah. Before the grass, okay.
Let's widen out a bit. That's what we'll make our lives easier. Also, we'll widen out a bit. You knocked him right out. All right, that's good.
Fresh off the early morning victory, the cast and crew are feeling confident about the day.
Let me get all my cast. Sid, you're gonna be here. Vince and Owen, come on in. You guys are gonna jog in, and Sid will greet you.
All right, guys, let's hear it now. Background.
All right, teams, welcome to the Quidditch pitch. First one to get the snitch wins. Let's have a good, clean match, Nooglers.
As the sun climbs higher in the Georgian sky, Shawn and his team barrel through the shot list like a steaming locomotive.
What I would do is we'll be on Neha, we'll creep out, I'll have Lyle lean forward and go tips down, and then they'll leave Fred. And if you can get a second camera, long lens, on our heroes in the middle, that would be good.
We're using a lot of different techniques on this. We're doing heroic push-ins with the techno crane. We're using high-speed stuff so we get some interesting slow-mo. We're doing long lens panning just to give it a sense of kinetic energy. And with every shot, we're trying to get 3 camera angles at once so we can cut together a really interesting, active sequence.
Talk to me, Billy! Give me a flurry around Owen and action, O. What does this have to do with computers?
The biggest challenge of this sequence is the size of it, the amount of cuts that we need and the amount of time that we have to do it. And that's why we've got some of the best people in the world, from the stunt team to the camera team, to just make every minute, every shot count.
Background.
Like a jackrabbit, Graham. Row! Ha! Shazam, baby. Good, cut.
Like gridiron warriors, these towering titans of the Quidditch pitch leave nothing on the field.
All right, guys, let's do this.
No play too complicated.
Give me the whole Harlem Globetrotters act right here. You know what I mean, guys?
No obstacle too daunting.
What's happening, guys? Did we split our pants? Come on, guys. Want me to do it? I'll do it.
Boom. Yes, exactly. That's it.
As you can tell from the multiple bandanas I'm rocking, it is midday. It is freaking hot. Things are going well, though. We've gotten a lot of the opening action. We're just slogging through it, getting it piece by piece, ripping off panels off the storyboards. And we're heading into what we call broom break, which is like the halftime huddle where our team is doing like crap, and Vince and Owen buck them up with what ends up being relatively unconventional pep talk. So now we're gonna shift into some focus on performance.
We have knee-hop, yo-yo, everybody out, and I need Vince and Owen too, please.
This game's over.
Yeah, our team's a joke.
Listen, we need to get our minds right and start believing. I bet they call Bill Gates a maniac.
Yeah, I don't think anyone ever called him a maniac.
Have any of you ever been called a maniac? Maybe because you're a little bit different?
My mom calls me a maniac every night when I tell her I love her.
Guess what?
So I say let's put on our leg warmers
and let's dance.
Good, thank you, cut. Okay.
With the sun showing no mercy, the day's biggest test still lies ahead.
All right, guys, let's start digging out B camera.
The only people I need are just Graham's team, guys. That's all I need. Copy, inviting them right now.
My only question, which I never got it in, would the crowd be looking the same way that Graham jabbed him? I was going to have him look the other way, so it was more of a sneaky thing.
Like Patton on the front line, Zulu commands his soldiers.
Go to starting positions, please. Now, we're just going to walk forward so I can see where Alex is going to catch the ball and how Graham exits frame, okay? G, call it.
Ready? And rooms up.
And right about there, stop, freeze. That's where Alex's ballpark, where she's going to catch the ball, JB. Okay, so Jerry, you saw that? That's where Alex is going to catch the ball, and from there, she's going to throw it to Max, who's camera left, boom, there, and then he goes down and scores.
Here we go, here we go. Roll cameras.
Rolling! Nice and easy, Marky. Let's make it happen.
Background. Ready and action. Resets, okay? Everybody okay?
Reset, still rolling, please, guys. Let's go.
Still rolling. Quick reset, guys. Here we are. We are rolling, guys. Here we go. Thank you. Okay.
Let's do it.
And background. Ready and action.
Cut! Again! Cut! 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 Cut!
Cut.
Good!
Reset.
The air was thick with tension and humidity. There appeared to be no end to the shot.
The next time he misses, I hit you. You.
Every time.
You.
All right, guys, here we go. And background.
Ready and action. Reset.
Reset, guys. Let's go quick on the resets, please.
Maybe the throw can make Alex not have to adjust.
That's what we're trying for, sir.
I won't
yes.
cut again.
Okay.
Not behind her, but here.
Good job, guys. I know it's hard. I love this stay in it attitude. We'll get it. It's a great shot, and it's going to work great in the movie.
All right, guys, here we go. Paying attention to the game. Background.
Ready and action. And now celebrate as if you scored, Alex.
Celebrate, guys. Celebrate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. What? Cut.
Cut.
Moving on.
The epic battle is over, and our courageous crew emerges as victors. As the clock runs down, the W is within reach.
Owen's wrapped. He's in the first shot tomorrow. Okay, give him a call sheet.
Copy.
So as you can see, it's getting towards the end of the day. We're still fighting for our lives, trying to rip off panels, get shots done. We got a lot done today. And we'll just keep hitting it, finish up here, and then go to the next stage of the process, which is, of course, editorial, where we find the movie and hone the sequence all over again.
Maria, we'll have all the second group of actors here by 11:30.
Yeah, you can run the call sheets, right? They're running.
The day's race with the sun comes to an end. But a new challenge awaits in L.A. Hours and hours and hours of footage is meticulously reviewed, carefully selecting the best shot for performance, aesthetics, and continuity. No frame escapes the eyes of Shawn's skillful editor.
Well, we're back here in LA. You were with me on that crazy hot Quidditch field in Atlanta, where we were filled with kind of good intentions and a game plan. Here we are at editorial, and I'm going to check out my editor's assembly, see whether the plan worked and how we want to modify it now that it's one whole piece. All right, buddy, let's hit it.
Good morning. Ready?
Yeah.
Sports.
Something we know about, baby.
Something we know a lot about, baby.
Come on now.
Brooms up!
That works well.
Why don't you try looking up and giving a shit, man?
Who do I hit?
Yeah, I think it's going to be all about combining the comedy with the action, making sure we don't go too long without comedy.
What does this have to do with computers? Start!
Oh, this is so good. We got to also be careful not to let them celebrate too much too early. That's good, that's good. It also helps enormously that Owen's such a good athlete. He can do so much himself.
Come on, Raph!
Wow. This all fits together really well. And that's not even him, right? That's his stunt double, and you never know.
It's so good.
All right, good. Good. I think that we're off to a great start. I mean, I think that the stuff that we laid out as storyboards or as previs works, but now that I actually see it in the context of the movie, it feels long. It feels long, and it feels like it still needs to be in the service of the movie. We're only going to get away with so much time between laughs.
Exactly, and like my feeling when I first watched Garrett's previs was it was a little long. And you know, going back to Real Steel, maybe we treat this as like the fight, you know, where we can cut it more of as a montage of score, 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 score. You set up, they're losing, the two boys are fish out of water, they don't know what's going on, and let's just get to that halftime speech.
Right.
Now, in the second half of whatever the hell you guys call this game, can't we all be that little welder girl who wants to be something more?
There's a great rationale for the 10 weeks that they give a director and an editor to work, because when you're shooting, yes, you're exploring, you're trying stuff, but that sun is gonna set and your day is gonna end. And there's kind of this weight of urgency on the creative process.
Here we go, it's very hot, let's go.
Here in editorial, if we want to work till 10 o'clock at night, we're gonna work. I mean, our wives will be pissed at us, but other than that, you can take the time to kind of sit in it and think, and frankly, the fun part is to try things, because you can have an amazing scene, but if it is either stopping the movie or failing to service the overall narrative or the overall development of the characters, then you have to take another look at that scene. Frankly, you know, that's the challenge of editorial, is making sure that you keep both in mind at all times. So hopefully this has been fascinating, and we're gonna get back to work now. It's been fun sharing this part of our process with you, so we'll see you on the next one. Here we go.
Challenges were made to be conquered, and for the brave men and women on this Quidditch pitch, no obstacle would stand in the way on their path to glory.
She shoots! She scores, baby!